Yeah.
Host on QVC.
I know of her.
Swears, lives on this.
I do too.
Lono Life. You
drink
do
it
too?
almost every day. I cook
every
with
day?
it. Oh, yeah, almost every day I'll have one.
I did not know that.
Especially during the winter time when it's
I'm gonna have it
chilly
right
out
now.
there. Okay, so we're talking about Lono Life, if you couldn't tell already. Now this is bone broth done the right way, simmered for over 35 hours with all the spices, all the flavoring to create a bone broth that is rich, that is soothing and comforting. It's so versatile in the ways to enjoy it, whether you are just drinking it on its own for that little, like, we call it a hug in a mug, as we say, or you just want that warmth from within because it really does soothe your soul. But cook with it. There's a lot of things we're going to talk about, but let me tell you what you're looking at. Because more of these just arrived. It's the first day that you've seen these at this low price. You're getting 16 of these individual packets. Is that open? Oh, of these individual packets. So this is bone broth on the go. If you need a little pick-me-up, you're working a long shift, maybe you're one of our fabulous nurses, and you just want a little something in the middle of the night, go for some Lono Life bone broth. Now you do have some options here because you're getting 4 boxes. There's 4 packets in each box, so 16 total. You can do it all in the savory turkey, which is a fan fave. You can do it all in the savory chicken, all 16 in the grass-fed beef, or if you come with me over here, you can combo it up. Well, you'll get 2 boxes of each. 2 of the chicken and beef, 2 of the beef and the turkey, or 2 of the turkey or the chicken. And the chicken. There's no auto delivery here, so pick this up now. You get all the flavors that you could possibly want, and Stacey Stoffer is joining us via Skype to talk about Lono Life. Hi, friend.
Hi, it started raining here. I don't know if it is in Westchester, but it was the perfect time to sit there and say, I need a pick-me-up to get me over the 5 o'clock slump. I'm going to do it, not with coffee, no, with bone broth. Why? Because it tastes better and it's packed with protein. That's the whole thing. Okay, this sounds delicious, bone broth, but why should I be drinking it? Because so many of us are trying to look for easier ways to add protein to our diet. And this is the way to do it, because 1 mug is 10 grams of protein at 50 calories or less, no matter which flavor you choose.
Well, let's talk about flavors, because not only is it low in calories, rich in protein, it's also dairy-free, it's sugar-free, and this is bone broth done the right way. Now, in my hand, can we start with the turkey? Because I know we don't always have it, but we have it right now.
Yeah.
One of my faves.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear it, because it's one of our newest flavors. It is only available here at QVC, so don't look for this one in the stores. So the turkey, this is a bone broth that comes from turkeys that are grass-fed or pasture-raised, free-range, and raised here in the United States. And what we do that makes it different than just a turkey broth, if you're making turkey soup at home, is how long the bones are simmered. More than 35 hours. And we simmer them with flavors that you know and love. Black pepper, sea salt, thyme, for that really Thanksgiving in a mug flavor. But the reason that when you cook the bones that long, that's how you're able to draw out the protein, the minerals, the nutrients.
All those
if you do it for just a couple of hours, you're only going to get flavor. You're not going to get the nutrition that this turkey is going to pack inside.
It is so rich. It is so savory. If you are making a stuffing, if you're making a gravy, I am telling you, you have to add some of the turkey Lono Life to your gravy just to up that richness, because that's exactly what it is. When I had Thanksgiving, my Friendsgiving, this past year, I added it to my gravy and it was a showstopper. So that's just the turkey as an option. Let's move on. Let's move on to the chicken.
Okay, so the chicken, very similar to the turkey, where our chickens are free range. They are pasture raised and from the United States. Now with the chicken, we add not just thyme, we also add the black pepper, the sea salt, rosemary, and sage. So it's really, really soothing, very comforting. Again, all you're doing is adding 8 to 10 ounces of very hot water to a mug with your protein, with your bone broth packet. And again, in just 50 calories, you are getting 10 grams of protein and all the nutrients. And when you think about protein, number one, it's great because you're eating something that's more whole. It's going to make you feel full longer. So if you want this as a meal replacement, a lot of people drink bone broth as part of intermittent fasting, as part of a weight loss management program, because you're getting all that protein that you can't even get 10 grams of protein in 1 hard-boiled egg or 1 regular egg.
I spilled some on myself.
There you go.
Can't take me anywhere.
And in the beef,
yeah, let's talk about the beef.
My favorite, honey. The beef come from cattle that are grass-fed, and raised here in the United States. And it's the same seasonings as the chicken. So black pepper, sea salt, a little bit of sage, thyme, and some rosemary. And again, we didn't invent bone broth. What we did, our founder Paul created this because his wife Irene was very, very ill, going to a lot of doctor's appointments. He needed something for her that was going to be easy to eat, easy to digest, and give her nutrition. And most bone broth on the market at the time, you either had to freeze, keep frozen, or once you'd open the jar, you'd have to refrigerate it, or it would spoil in a couple of days. This now makes bone broth convenient for on the go. Shelf life is 2 years. So again, all you're adding is hot water. If you're going to cook with it, think about all the pasta salads and the grain salads you might be making this spring and summer. How about instead of it just being a bowl of carbs, add 1 packet of bone broth to the water that you're boiling the rice or the noodles in, and let that absorb all the protein from the bone broth. It's great for ramen. So you balance
great for ramen. Send this up to your college students, by the way. This is a great thing for them to have in their dorm rooms, those long nights of cramming for exams. I just used it the other day. I used the chicken in my famous, and yes, it is famous, chicken tortilla soup. It was delicious. It is famous. I'll make it one of these days. But your chilies, it's wonderful in, right? You know, if you're feeling a little under the weather and you're just not keeping anything down and you just want a little nutrient, a little something warm, something that soothes the soul, this is what you give yourself. This is what you give your loved one. Yes, Rick? I thought you were about to say something.
No, I
was
just thinking, here comes Mark, Stacey, and here comes people wanting to get back in shape again and going to a reunion, going to a wedding, want to drop a couple of there and there.
Yes.
And you're intermittent fasting and like you're just starved and you want to like rob a pizza place. Have this because this is like filling. It's delicious and it works and it's just so good. And I love the authenticity that you bring to this. This isn't just like chemicals in here. Like you really do the like the beef story. Like how do you get the broth from that into the powder form, Stacey?
But I mean, even you're reading the ingredients, you know every single ingredient here.
No doubt.
Yeah, and again, we draw all the nutrition because of how long we simmer the bones, whether it's the beef, the turkey, or the chicken, for more than 35 hours. You couldn't do that with just a soup broth. We even have comparison. If you took 1 cup of Wegmans bone broth, or not bone broth, soup broth, beef broth, I guess is what it's called, you're going to get 1 gram. Our Lono Life is giving you 10 grams. So it's huge. And think about this, Rick. You're talking about timing. Allergy season is going to be hitting people really quickly and usually, at least where we live, really hard. This is such a great thing to just give you some relief, like just to ease and soothe you when you're suffering through allergies.
It works out to be $1.81 a packet. This is bone broth on the go. You're getting 16 packets, 4 boxes, 4 in each, of either all in savory turkey, all in the savory chicken, all in the grass-fed beef, which is the most limited, or you can do a combo, only about 100 left in the beef, where you can do 2 boxes of each, 2 boxes of beef, 2 of turkey, 2 of chicken or 2 of turkey, and 2 of beef or chicken. It's M94399, and it's under $10 on an easy pay.
Also, just take a look at Stacey for a second because it keeps you young. She just celebrated her 30th birthday, and you can tell.
You devil.
Huh? Come on. Happy belated birthday to you, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. I celebrated the big one that a lot of us kind of dread, the 5-0. And I do like to age gracefully. And I will say our protein is collagen.
Collagen in here, my friend.
So people ask me what's my secret. It's drinking this bone broth, which I love, by the way.
Wait, what? 5-0? No, we're checking.
Thanks,
We're working with our judges on that one.
Okay, before we move on, I have a quick update for you.